When I first visited this gym, I saw something special. In Bangkok's poorest community, this small Muay Thai gym was giving kids structure, purpose, and opportunity. After sharing their story, viewers from all around the world, perhaps you, donated thousands of dollars to help. So I came back to do what I thought would be the easy part, take them shopping. But that's when I ran into something uniquely Thai, a concept called Kreng Jai. It's the idea of not wanting to burden others, not wanting to ask for more than you need, even when it's being freely offered. What struck me most wasn't what they bought, it was what they didn't buy. Despite having every reason to ask for more, there was no greed here, no endless wish list, just humble people trying to be good stewards of the generosity they'd been shown. The equipment we purchased will help, but the remaining funds may have an even bigger impact. New flooring, better lighting, a safer electrical system, and a fence to protect and secure the gym. Not glamorous upgrades, but the kind that quietly improves lives. And in many ways, that feels like a reflection of the people here. Humble, hardworking, and focused not on what they can get, but what they can build. So after traveling the entire country for several months, I have to say it's been nice to settle down here in Hua Hin for a little bit, okay? But I got the travel bug again, so today we're headed back to Bangkok. And the reason being is, well, I'm sure some of you saw, not too long ago, I did an episode in a slum gym. A gym in the Bangkok slum that trains orphaned kids and underprivileged kids to use Muay Thai to earn money to buy food and clothes and sometimes school supplies, okay? So in that episode, or during that episode, you guys helped contribute close to $3,000, okay? Now, that might not sound like a whole lot for a gym in a community, but I'll tell you, in Thailand, it's a decent amount of money, and it's most especially a great amount of money for underprivileged orphan kids who train Muay Thai in a dirty gym that doesn't have a lot of equipment, under a bridge, in a slum. So the point of today's video is to go back to Bangkok, give them the money, and together we're gonna go shopping, buy them a whole bunch of new equipment, and whatever's left, they're just gonna use for whatever they need, cleaning equipment, food, clothes, and whatnot. So I just wanna say thank you to you guys, because a lot of you contributed, big and small, it doesn't matter, it all accumulates. You really created some honest and true impact here for these underprivileged kids who are literally fighting for a few bucks to eat food. So without further ado, let's go get the bus to Bangkok and see where this episode takes us outside of going shopping with kids from the slum. Not that bad, it's only 4 hours, but I guess I'm a little out of practice. Good to be back in Bangkok though. I do love this city. It's loud, it's chaotic. Already my ears are starting to ring a little bit, but I love it. So I'll be honest, the last time I was here, a dog bit me and scratched the back of my legs, and I had to go get rabies shots. And I'm a little intimidated about the dogs here. I mean, they're not under the bridge right now, at least fortunately, but there's a lot of them here. So if you ever come here, just be careful. If you haven't seen the last video, go ahead and go watch it. Just so one, you have a little bit more context, but honestly, I feel like it's just a great video. We were able to help these guys out quite a bit. It's maybe one of the most touching videos I've ever done. Now in Thailand, there are quite a few Muay Thai gyms that help out orphans specifically and underprivileged kids just to teach them how to fight and raise money for themselves through fighting. So this turned out to be pretty cool. It makes me feel good and we're helping out good people. So I think I'll probably end up going to some more of those places. But let's go check out the gym here. You know, you probably saw it in the last episode if you watched, but just so you kind of have more context here. Just under the bridge. It's a highway right above us. A lot of dust falls down, a lot of pollution from the vehicles, and this is basically their locker. Look at just how dirty this stuff gets, right? Look at all that dust. It's all torn up. It's their pads, their headgear, their boxing gloves, just a dirty old fan, right? So today we're gonna go shopping and help them replace probably all of this stuff, hopefully. Okay, another couple things, you know, these bags, they're really torn up. I mean, if you can see that there, it's dirty. It's got a lot of dust and just a breeding ground for bacteria. This is Thailand. It's a hot tropical environment. There's more gear here that's just in a dirty bathtub, right? So, you know, guys, look, maybe we'll get them some more mats. Just whatever they need, they're gonna know best, right? It's 100% up to them. It's their money that you guys help raise. So here's the thing though, I mean, equipment matters a little bit, right? Really, when it comes to a sport, especially one like Muay Thai, it's more about your drive and your will and the sacrifices you're willing to make and the things you're willing to do to get good and efficient at the sport. But if you can have a little bit better equipment, cleaner equipment, stuff that's gonna last, I think that's just gonna be a little bit better situation for these guys here. Some of you helped out tremendously, and some of you helped out just as much as you could. It's all equally appreciated. I mean, some of you guys watched this last episode and thought, man, I'd love to help these guys. I can afford a couple bucks. And some of you donated up to $1,000, which is absolutely, truly amazing. So thank you very much for that. Shimon, you are the guy that did that, and it's greatly appreciated. You're really helping these guys out. So we're just gonna sit around and wait for the main coach and owner to show up. Apparently he's finishing up a jog right now. And then the plan is to go shopping together. So communication has been a little difficult just because of the language barrier. My Thai is getting pretty good, but I can't communicate absolutely everything I want to say. So I think he got the message. I asked him, hey, I've got the funds for you. We'll transfer them today. Can we go shopping and film it together and bring the equipment to the gym? And he said yes. So hopefully that's going to be what happens. So what do you think we should buy for the gym today?
I think food or some water.
Okay, we can definitely buy food and water. But what about equipment? You want maybe a new punching bag, new pads?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah. What else would you like?
I like this one. This pad of
Training shirts?
yes.
Shirts to train in? Okay. I think there's a place called Muay Thai Outlet, not far.
I don't know because my house in Samut Prakan.
Ah, okay.
But I born in Khlong Toei.
Yeah. So you were born in the Khlong Toei slum area and now you live in Samut Prakan. So you're not sure where the shop is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see if your dad knows. Your dad will know, yeah?
มันจะไม่แข็งกระด้างอันนี้ดี
อันนี้นิ่มดีครับ
ผู้หญิงกับเด็กเตะดีแล้วก็คนด้วย
คู่เท่าไหร่
เดี๋ยวลดให้เจ้าชาย
อันนี้ 3,300 ลดแล้ว 3,000 บาทครับ 3,300เราไปกันครับอันนี้นิ่มที่สุดได้ 1,935 บาท
ปออันนี้ก็ดี
มีเชือกกระโดดมีครับ
ใครเก่งจัง
แต่ยาวเท่ากันใช่ครับ ยาวเท่าไหร่
น่จะอ
2 เมตร 2.9 เมตร
You like those ones? Which ones do you like?
สวย
You don't want them? No? Do you need new gloves?
มีผ้าพันมือ
No?
ด้วยนะครับ
Okay. Can you ask, do they have punching bags here? Do they have kick
Yeah,
bags? Bags? Yeah. And maybe ask your dad if he wants and needs one? Does the gym need new bags? I think so, yeah. Yeah. You guys have punching bags, kicking bags?
Yeah, we have Fatex, Twins, Windy. Which brand you like and how many meter you want?
Whatever they want.
Okay.
แต่จะไม่ใช่หนัง
ไหนมันก็อยู่ทนเนี่ย
ทนค่ะทนพวกนี้จะทน
ที่เด็กๆก็เอาตัวเองเลยคืออันนี้ต่อย อันนี้ก็ต่อยแบบมีอาชีพ อันนี้คือต่อยมีอาชีพมีเขาว่าตีอย่างเดียว
ให้ฉกสัตว์คนได้เป็น
ได้
นี่
ได้
อันนี้
ได้
นี่อันนี้ได้ทำได้ทุกอย่างอันนี้
Okay, so that place only takes cash, so I've had to step out and go to the ATM here. But, you know, look, I've lived in Thailand long enough now. In fact, next week it's 1 year exactly, to where I know the cultural differences and, you know, how communication with Thais is a little bit different. But what I'm experiencing here today is something kind of new. I think it's called Kreng Jai, which is a word in Thai language that doesn't exist in English. It's basically kind of not making someone go out of their way to help you, right? So oftentimes Thais will feel a little embarrassed or ashamed even to ask for some kind of help, and that comes down to Kreng Jai. It's an interesting concept and an interesting word. So I'm like, guys, look, we've got the money, we're here, let's just buy stuff. And they just choose kind of one pair of pads and one belly pad and one bag. I'm like, let's do it up, you guys need more stuff. And they kind of got like a little like weird about it, right? So yeah, just treading lightly around that. But the word is Kreng Jai. I think it's a really interesting concept that we don't really have in English, and it's actually quite lovely. Alright, sir, that should be it.
Okay, 50 baht. It's okay, it's okay. It's discount, best discount.
Okay, thank you very much.
เพราะว่าเขา
Okay.
เคยบอกอยู่ว่าเขาจะมาเดือน 6
Thank you.
Wake up. So, yeah, most kids and people just love shopping at 7-Eleven, which is kind of funny, but you actually do get some quality food there sometimes. So let's go buy these guys all the snacks to fill up their junk food drawers at home. See what I mean? Like, that's just how sweet these people are. He picks up a 50-cent tub of rice and asks if he can get that. Like, yeah, dude, I'm not holding on to the money. It's yours, but it's just sweet. You want more?
You want this one? It's sour.
I'm okay, thank you. We should get more food, more snacks to take home.
ว่าอะไร
Mama.
แบบโตพี่เดินกลับเลยพี่ต้องเข้าบ้านพี่ไม่เป็นจะมาหรอก
Okay, so that's all they decided to buy. So we were just talking, buying new mats. There's not really a store for that. So they buy them on Shopee, which is like Amazon here. So they're going to use the remainder of the money to buy some new flooring, some new mats through Shopee and just order them online. And then the rest they're just going to have for, I guess, things that break or kind of a security fund. Because this right here was only about $500, and then the snacks was like 20 or something. So there's at least over two grand US left. So the mats, they might spend maybe another few hundred on that, and then yeah, they should have some money, just some kind of like a reserves for the gym for when things break or they just need new things. Like I've noticed that they've got these lights here. So, you know, I'm sure those light bulbs aren't cheap to replace. Maybe they could get more lights eventually, because it does get pretty dark here at night. Obviously, it's under a bridge, it's nighttime. That's what we got for now. And then I'll ask them to give me an update when they get new mats and stuff like that. But they seem pretty happy. I'm really surprised they didn't want more. I think, again, they're just being very modest and kind of shy about it, which I understand, right? You don't want to feel like I'm being needy, like this person's coming to save me type of thing, which I totally understand. And I hope I'm not coming across that way. I mean, they are very grateful for everything. All right, so we're pretty much doing an international bank transfer for the rest of the funds. So what do you think you'll be purchasing with the rest of the funds that the kind viewers have donated?
ต้องขอบคุณคนที่มาบริจาคให้ทางยิมเรามากๆเลยนะครับส่วนเงินที่เหลือเนี่ยทางผมก็จะเอามาปรับปรุงรอบๆค่ายนะครับจะมาปรับปรุงพื้น พื้นอันเนี้ยชำรุดแล้วก็ต้องเปลี่ยนใหม่ อันนี้พื้นก็จะชำรุดเกิดการเสียหายครับก็จะเอามาทำพื้นแล้วก็ไฟเนี่ยจะมืดมากตอนนี้ไม่มีสายพ่วงต้องใช้สายพ่วงสายไฟอีกเยอะเลยก็ต้องซื้อสายไฟมาทำเพื่อให้สว่างซ้อมได้ในตอนกลางคืนนะครับโซลาร์เซลล์กว่าจะติดมันจะมืดมากตอนกลางวันเนี่ยจะซ้อมมวยกันลำบากเลยต้องซื้อสายไฟพื้นเบาะแล้วก็ต้องติดกั้นบริเวณยิมนะครับเพื่อบางทีมีสัตว์มีสุนัขมีอะไรเข้ามาอุจจาระมาขับถ่ายไงครับแล้วก็บางทีมีแมวมาข่วนอุปกรณ์ชำรุดพังขาดนะครับ
Okay, so plenty of more funds to really spruce up the gym, like new mats, new flooring, better lighting. Their lights are out, and just kind of securing the area, making it cleaner and tidier. So, yeah, you guys have really helped out here a lot. All right, guys, so they didn't buy much today, but they've got money to buy new mats and everything else they're going to need in the near future. So, thank you very much for donating.
Thank you everyone for donating and helping our gym.
Yeah, you bet. Super cool. Okay, thanks everyone. You guys are awesome. It didn't cost you much. Possibly you gave 5, 10, 20, 50 bucks, but it really created true impact here. All they've got here are some things they needed, but like I said, they've got funds for everything else they need. They're going to buy new mats online. They're going to buy some new materials as things wear and tear. So this gym now is funded a little bit by you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So guys, full transparency, I usually plan out my episodes a little bit better, not completely. I think that for stuff like this, we definitely need some fluidity, because if everything's planned out to the T, it's just boring and it's like a tight regimented schedule and it feels like work, right? I just want to kind of show up with the camera and be like, hey, here's the rough plan and here's what happened, and hopefully you guys find it interesting, and that's about it, right? And in this episode in particular, it was about helping people. But I couldn't help but notice, like I mentioned earlier, how they felt a little awkward, and then I had to kind of pull back and say, you know, you guys can get a lot more. You know, you said that you needed more, and then they felt awkward, and then I felt like I was pressuring them. So I had to find this kind of balance between, you know, how I'd interact with people maybe in the States or Europe, and then Thai people. So that was an interesting cultural find, honestly. So with the rest of the funds, like they said, they're going to build a fence to keep the dogs and the cats out of the gym when they're not there. Get new flooring, an electrical system, things like that, which is great. So it's definitely going to go a long way, and they're going to keep us updated. But yeah, this episode, I didn't really know exactly what to expect other than doing what we did. And I feel like I didn't bring my best to the video. So hopefully you guys found it interesting and valuable. And hopefully if you contributed, you saw that your money is going to help more people. I just wish that I could have, honestly, I wish I could have gotten on camera more things that they bought, but they just didn't want to, and they decided they'd save some of the funds for things that they'd have to buy later. We can't go to like a Muay Thai gym flooring store, or go to buy a whole bunch of electrical equipment and then install it in one day type of thing. And I've only got one day to film this video. So anyhow, they're going to keep us updated. And yeah, hopefully you guys found this interesting. And if you contributed, thank you very much for helping. If you didn't and you just watched and supported, it helped the algorithm, especially if you subscribed and liked and left comments down below, which really helps small channels like me. By the way, on average, anyone from 5 to 15,000 people watch these episodes, and I only have 5,000 subscribers. So come on, guys. Either these videos suck and you don't like them, or you just keep forgetting to hit the subscribe button. So if you want to help out this channel, it's completely free. It takes 2 seconds of your time. Go hit the subscribe button, hit like, and maybe even leave a comment. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon.